first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
Outside, Walker.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that second foul. But as long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine.
Filling in. Outside, Walker. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his fourth rebound in this one. That could give him a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point? Boy, he can power those down.
McDaniel, the pass to Island. Lets the three fly. Pacers with the rebound.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense is taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to McDaniel. Fires the three. Another miss by Minnesota. Pacers trail by 12. He kicks to Turner. Dishes to Smith. Siakam beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Gobert. Gobert's got his seventh rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Walker. Here's Gobert. It's stolen by Smith. Now the Pacers moving it up. Siakam. And it's good.
And he's one player who doesn't need a lot of space to get to the basket. He's really crafty. The way he can blast his way straight through traffic. He's really strong.
You know, something else I think about when I see this guy is he's a real headache to have to defend one-on-one. I mean, he's got all of the game that makes it tough for his defender.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Passes to Gobert. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Nembhard. From outside off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 10. And Edwards with the stop.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
You know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
Halliburton over by Conley. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Siakam uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 6.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
The pass to Edwards. The rebound by Turner.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
The basket falls, and that's going to be a blocking call.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
No, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out of the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
You know, the Wolves were devastated by injuries last year, guys, but they still did all right up here in Minneapolis. 20 and 21 at home, not great, but considering the injuries, a pretty solid home record.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Inside. Ingles passes to Edwards. Here's Gobert. And finally they hit one. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
And back to Minnesota, they were a sneaky pick to get into the playoffs at the beginning of last year, but so much can change in the course of a season, Steve, namely injuries for the Timberwolves.
No doubt. You know, Kevin Love going down, Matt Hurt and Ricky Rubio in and out of the lineup. But there's no question when you look at the roster and some of the moves they made in the offseason, this is a pretty talented team.
Halliburton. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. The Pacers making a switch here. Timberwolves leading by 7. Got a piece of it. There's the triple. Shot denied.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Minnesota making a switch here. Edwards inside. DiVincenzo. But they recover it.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Halliburton by Conley. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
It seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm. But yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
Siakam. Back to Turner. The time for the ball. Stolen away. And it's Conley penetrating. And it's rejected. Siakam.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
Count it. The defender is called for the block, and this could turn into a three-point play. And the Timberwolves making a change here.
One thing that always translates from team to team is defense. No matter who you play, if you can challenge shots and bother shooters and play together, you'll win, and that's why the Pacers had so much success against Western teams last year. I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass it.
He dishes it to Clark. He feeds it to Conley. And Turner with the block, but he stays with it to the inside. Picked off in midair. All sorts of time. The shot is off.
An easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
And the Timberwolves call time.
He just is not happy with how his team is executing. And they've been on the wrong side of this run. It's time for a momentum shift.
You know, sometimes just getting off the court and taking a break and coming back out fresh will give you a chance to pull together.
The Pacers making a change here. Minnesota leading by 3. Pass to Edwards.
Get there.
DiVincenzo. That three off the mark. And over the last decade or so, it's usually been the Western teams getting the better of the Eastern teams more often than not. But the Pacers able to be the exception because of their defense, as you were talking about.
Yeah, if you can defend and rebound, you can beat anyone at any time on anybody's floor. And I think the Pacers were able to do that last year, 18-12 against the West. And that only trailed Miami as far as Eastern Conference teams and their success against the West.
Siakam defended by Ingles. Indiana moving it around. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Timberwolves shooting pretty well, 46% from the floor. Edwards inside. Takes a three. The shot's good from Ingles. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
They're starting to get a little triple happen. Falling in love with that three-pointer.
Yeah, they're really starting to cast jump shots here in the second part. I think they've got to mix it up and get the ball inside a little bit.
Conley kicks to Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. 20 points for him.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. The Pacers making a switch here. Siakam defended by Ingles. Here's Jackson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Pretty bad defense letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know it's going to happen, and they send a message right there. Nothing easy inside. Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Yeah, and that kind of approach is going to serve them well. It's gotten them to the line more than a few times this quarter.
And the shot is good. He's got 6.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Siakam defended by Ingles. The Pacers shoot their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Well, pretty good numbers for this club a year ago, Kevin. 78% as a team from the free throw line.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Kindly the pass to Edwards. Backs him down. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, he's a terror in the passing lanes, too. Loves to lay back a bit, kind of play possum, anticipate, and then dash out and pick off those careless passes.
And you know what? He is also relentless on the boards. He works as hard on his rebounding as anybody you're going to see.
You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
Number 26 drops in the tray. 9 points in the game so far. Timberwolves leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Edwards. Makes it off the glass.
And there it is again. That's where their points have been coming today, from the low post.
And even under pressure in tight, they've maintained their concentration and converted their opportunities.
Kicks it to Jackson. Great D that time from Reed.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
DiVincenzo. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
Passes it to Mathurin. Off target from 3-point range. The Timberwolves have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. He misses the free throw. And the Timberwolves making a change here. And he's good on the second. There's 39 seconds left here in the second. It's stolen. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Conley's got 6.
Broke out the finger roll. That was kind of a stylish finish.
The shot's good from Mathurin. Timberwolves leading by 5.
And no need to rush it. They can play for one shot.
And I think they should wait till about the 5-second mark to go for it.
And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Spiked it away. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
2 on the clock, and it's good on the way in. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over.